Before we get into today's video, I wanted to let you guys know that we do have that sweet Stream Squad merch. That is right, all of our beautiful logos on one t-shirt. That is awesome. If you guys like black or purple, they are available in those colors. And just in time for the cold season, we do have the Stream Squad hoodie, also available in black and purple. Don't forget to stay warm with the Stream Squad. Link in the description below. And yeah, enjoy the video, guys. What's up, Yugi nerds? It's your boy Reaper here, and today I have a deck to profile for you. It is zombies. That's right. It is my favorite deck to run at this point in time. I have dropped the danger aspect of it, just to kind of make it a little more consistent, a little bit easier to run. And with the new ban list that dropped, it also helps play through things like skill drain, as well as primarily just skill drain. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this deck profile. Alright. So, starting out with the main deck, no zombie deck is complete without your Doom Kings. We got two Doom King Ballardrocks. With Doom King Ballardrock, whenever a zombie monster activates its effect, once per chain, you can either negate the effect or banish one card from the field or graveyard. So he is your big boss monster. He is your negations. He is your banish. Like he's the one you want to have on the field at all times if possible. Now with skill drain being at 3 now, as well as Raigeki, we are now having to play around those. But we'll get to those once we get more to the back row part of the deck. So 2 Doom King Ballardrocks. Then we have 2 Necro World Banshees. Necro World Banshee has the quick effect that she can tribute herself from the field or graveyard, banishing her to either activate a zombie world from the deck or the graveyard, which is really good because it is a monster terraforming. That's basically what she is. And I mean, if you already have Ballardrock on the field, you can normal summon Banshee, activate her effect. Then you can use Doom King's effect to negate. You don't want to negate your own Banshee, but you can use her effect activation to banish something from your opponent's field or their graveyard. And this deck is full zombies. Any card that activates their effect in this deck, you will be able to chain your Ballardrock off of it, which is really cool. Also, fun fact, even if your opponent activates an Ash Blossom from their hand while Doom King is on the field, you can negate their Ash Blossom or use that use the effect activation to use Doom King to also banish from the field or graveyard. Really cool. Next we have 2 copies of Glow Up Bloom. Glow Up Bloom is your free way to get Doom King on the field, as long as you have Zombie World on the field, which is really good. Basically, you either discard it with Unizombie or send it to the graveyard from the deck with Unizombie, or you can summon it, link into Link Karibo, then use its effect in the graveyard to banish itself to special summon Ballardrock as long as Zombie World's on the field. That being said, we're going to go into our main combo pieces, which are the 3 copies of Unizombie, which allow you to discard a card or send a card from deck to grave to increase its level, or another card on the field's level, which basically what you would do is going into our next play, going into our next cards are 3 copies of Shiranui Solitaire. So you would normal Solitaire, tributing itself to summon the Unizombie. Unizombie effect would be to like discard Necro World or something like that to get your Zombie World on the field, and then you can like discard Glow Up Bloom, use Glow Up Bloom effect to get Ballardrock on the field. It's a nutty deck. Next, we do have our 3 copies of Mizuki, which allows you to banish it. It can banish itself from the graveyard to special summon another zombie monster from your graveyard. So that way you can just keep reoccurring. Like if you need Unizombie effect, you can bring back Unizombie. You can bring back Doom King. It's just free ways to get your zombie monsters back on the field. Also, when you activate their effects, guess what? You still get to activate Baller Drop. Alright, next we have our one-ofs, which are one Gozaki, which he can, like, during the main phase, you can banish him uh, to special summon another zombie monster from the graveyard, which is really neat. We have one Vampire Fraulein, whichever one you want to pronounce it as. We do have the one Eldritch, because why would you not like to discard a card, pop your opponent's board, and then special summon him back for 3,500 attack? Why would you not want to do that? Why would you not want to have at least one Golden Boy in a zombie deck? Next, we do have our playset of Ash Blossom. Once again, she is a zombie monster, so when you activate her effect, you get to trigger off Doom King's effect as well. Next, that rounds it up for the monster cards. Next, we're going to go into our spells, which will be, of course, 3 copies of Zombie World. We do have 2 Super Polys, and you'll see why when we get to the extra deck. It also helps to play around stuff like Dragoon, Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, because it doesn't target. If Zombie World's on the field, your opponent's monsters are considered zombie monsters, so you can use them to go into your fusion plays. And it's just a really good card to have in the deck, just to kind of help pick apart your opponent's board. Next, we do have the 2 copies of Triple Tactics Talent. Sorry about that. Dog's getting excited back there. We have the 2 copies of Triple Tactics Talent. We do have 1 Twin Twister to deal with back row, as well as get a discard. We have the 1 Monster Reborn. We have 1 Regular Polymerization, 1 Terraforming to help you get Zombie World to your hand, and 1 Foolish Burial, just to be able to send zombie monsters from deck to grave to help you get them on the field. That pretty much rounds it up for the spell cards. This is more of a budget-friendly style deck. Don't get me wrong, if I had the money and the means to Lightning Storms, I would be throwing those in there, especially now that Skill Drain is at 3. That Skill Drain can totally lock down Baller Drop, and we got to avoid that, right? Going into our traps, we do have 1 copy of Torrential Tribute, because as long as Zombie World's on the field, or even if your opponent has a field spell on the field, we're not really worried about losing our big boss monsters, because they can just special summon themselves back. So we're not really worried about that. We do have the 2 Phantom Knights of Fogblade. 1, so that way we can negate our opponent's effects, as well as prevent them from attacking, as well as it gives us a continuous trap on the field for the Eldritch target. We do have 2 Infinite Impermanents, and then we also have 2 copies of Rivalry of Warlords. Now, the Rivalry of Warlords is so basically you can lock your opponent into zombies. Basically, what you would like to see is Zombie World on the field, your opponent summons a monster or has a monster on board. You activate Rivalry, they can only control zombie-type monsters. So, like, that kind of locks them out of their, like, extra decks and stuff like that. It's just really fun to zombie lock your opponent, not even gonna lie. Now with Skill Drain being back at 3 and us having to play around it, I'd probably end up subbing out, like, Torrential or maybe the Impermanences, depending on the circumstances, like, depending on the situation, for copies of Heavy Stormduster, so that way you can get more back removal, as well as like a Harpy's Feather Duster as well. So those are some neat alternatives going against opponents, especially like to keep in mind of side deck if your opponent is running Skill Drain. Next, we're going to go into our extra deck. We have the Link Karibo for our Glow Up Bloom, for our Glow Up play. I always get Glow Up Bloom and Glow Up Bulb confused. It's Glow Up Bloom. I was correct. Okay, so Link Karibo for the Glow Up Bloom. We have Crystron Halka for the Unizombie play. We have Protoplant Verte Anaconda. We do run the plant snake, so that way we can, like, if we don't have access to the super poly, we do have access to the super poly, if you understand what I'm saying. We have the 2 vampire suckers, so that way when you're, so that way you can activate her effect, special summon a monster from your opponent's graveyard to their side of the field. You get to draw one. So who doesn't like to draw cards? Plus, when you activate her effect, it special summons, and then her secondary effect is to draw the card. Well, you can use Doom King's effect to banish the monster on the field, and you still get to draw your card. You special, go to draw, pop your opponent's board that you just special summoned for them, and you still get to draw your card. It's insane. We do have the 1 Avenged Savior. We have the Yuki-Ana, just for extra link plays. We have 1 Beals, because we do run tuners. We have Psyframe Lord Omega, once again because of tuners. We have the 1 Muddy Mud Dragon, or Mud Dragon of the Swamp, sorry, not Muddy Mud Dragon. Also for our super poly plays, stuff like that. We have the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, once again for super poly plays. And then we have the 2 copies of Nether Salt Dragon, because why would you not want to do that? Because, 1, you get to super poly your opponent's monsters in for it. It may not destroy your opponent's monsters by battle, but you can swing into them, make their attack 0. You get to special summon a token with that monster's original attack, like the monster you attacked. His original attack is put onto the token, and then you get to swing with the token, destroying your opponent's monster and dealing that much damage to them. So it's a really cool mechanic. It's a really cool deck. It's a really fun deck. I enjoy it. Zombies are definitely my go-to right now in this current format. It is not meta, but is definitely a really good rogue tier style deck to play. It's very fun. There's a lot of floodgates, a lot of negations, a lot of board breaking, and a lot of it is primarily due to our beautiful boss monster being Mr. Doom King Ballardrock himself. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this deck profile. Let me know what you think about this deck down in the comments below. What do you guys think of the build? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you hate being zombie locked with the rivalry? Let me know in the comments section below. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye!